Hi everyone, Paula here from Ghost to 11 Media, bringing you another episode of Grounds for Divorce Coffee Reviews. And I'm joined by my other half. Oh. What's up now?
I'm just thinking that you should go into TV production. Because you're often on the sidelines, you're going, and 3, and 2, and 1. You're counting it down there before you started.
Yes, because why? Why do you think I did that?
You're a professional.
No.
Why?
It's been because every time I start, you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. You didn't give me any time. You can't just start. You gotta pause. Okay, so I'm just giving you a countdown.
Oh man, that's awesome. All right, so how's it going?
Not bad. Good actually.
Awesome.
Got some good coffee to try today.
Cool. Yep.
Yeah. Should
just
we?
Rocking my Batman t-shirt just because. No special reasons, just because everybody knows. Everybody knows.
That you want to be Batman?
I am Batman. Shh.
Okay.
Don't tell anyone. All right, so.
Today we have a micro roaster, small batch roaster from Richmond, Breus. Oh
That's easy for you to say. That didn't get cut out.
What? No, I'm repeating it. So today we have a small batch roaster from Richmond, British Columbia called Breus. And they actually produce organic coffee beans.
Cool. Right on. Well, I have to admit, this is an unusual review because typically we haven't drank any of the coffee prior to filming. Mm-hmm. However, in full disclosure to the audience and to you, I have been imbibing in this coffee all this last week.
Yeah.
And I like it. It's good, actually. It's a really good coffee. It's been my daily drinker that I've been having every day. And I'm enjoying it. It's quite nice.
So do you know what kind of a blend it is?
Yeah.
What?
I take the bag, I opens the bag, I pour the beans in, it blends in the grinder. Does that count?
No. You don't know, do you?
Brown. Coffee bean blend.
Okay, so this blend is their Rainforest blend, and it is an espresso blend. And it's a medium roast, so it's not as roasty toasty.
It's a good wake up kind of a blend for me. It gets me some caffeine going in the morning.
Yeah.
And it's got really good flavor profile. I like it. I'm quite pleased with what they've done.
Yeah, and in the production of making an espresso, it does form a pretty nice crema.
It does. You know what?
It?
Yeah, I have to say that consistently, it produces a really nice crema every time I've done it. So I've been really quite pleased with their product they put out. Good job, guys.
Yeah, and organic, you have to give 2 thumbs up for organic because, well, you know, don't need those chemicals in there. It's got enough caffeine. Now,
the one thing that I haven't done with it, which we will try here today, is I actually haven't tried it as a pour. Okay. I've only done it strictly as a latte, and as I said, I really enjoyed it as a latte. So let's try the pour over, because we already know how this one is. This is really good. Cheers.
Cheers, then. Yeah, you can tell that's a nice medium roast. It has a lot of flavor though. Mm-hmm. Just because it's a medium roast doesn't necessarily mean you're not going to get
it's nice.
Some good flavor in there. But
anybody who doesn't like the darker roast with the stronger roast profile, there's less cocoa note to this to me. Mm-hmm. And less of that sort of overcooked, whatever you want to call it. When you go darker, you're starting to caramelize the stuff in it and cause it to get that more of a charred flavor to it, right?
Right.
This doesn't have that. So this is very nice.
Yeah, it's kind of has a hint of brightness to it.
It does.
Right? Yeah. Like it seems nice and balanced, but
it'd make probably like a breakfast blend. I think it'd be a good one for that as well.
Speaking of early morning coffees, breakfast blends, what did I make you do this morning? What did I send you via the internet?
Do this psych profile for me, would you? I mean, I literally woke up, I grabbed my computer to start working like right away, because that's what I do every day. And I check my email, and there's an email from you in there. And it goes, please do this so we can discuss on the show. And I'm like, oh God, what is this? It was this whole like survey about your sleeping habits and do you lose sleep because you worry? Do you toss and turn and all these different things and
stuff about food.
Yeah. So
it was a quiz about your chronotype. And as you might know, chronotypes are sort of the patterns that people have for sleep. So for example, are you a lark or are you a night owl? There's a doctor, the sleep doctor, Dr. Michael Breus, who has actually done tons of studies with his clients and has developed his own sort of typing. And what... I like the scientific stuff. That stuff is interesting. What are you trying to tell me? It puts you to sleep?
No, you know what? It was interesting.
Yeah, so let's get to the point of the whole thing of why this chronotype. In his research, he found that you should not be drinking coffee first thing in the morning. You know how some people, they program their machines, and then as soon as they wake up, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning, there they are with their cup of coffee.
Hokum. Science is hokum.
Oh, and do you drink coffee first thing as soon as you wake up?
It depends. It depends if you're there to make it for me or if I have to get my keister downstairs to make it. But you know what? Oftentimes, I will go downstairs and make my coffee and get going. Yeah. Because, I mean, as everybody, I've told you guys before, I mean, I am a night owl.
Yes.
I mean, it's a regular occurrence for me to be 2, 3, 3:30 or whatever in the morning before I'm going to sleep. However, I don't sleep the day away. Do you know what I mean? So it's not like I go and say, okay, if I'm going to bed at 2:30 or let's call it 3 a.m., I'm not sleeping till 11. I'm usually up 9:30, that kind of a scenario for me.
Your chronotype is all messed up.
I'm unique. I'm special.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not crazy. My mother had me tested.
He's crazy. Certified. So the whole point of me talking about this chronotype thing is that first thing in the morning, your cortisol, which is kind of like a stress hormone, kind of like adrenaline, it's at the highest in the morning. So as soon as you wake up. So what the sleep doctor is saying is that you should actually postpone that cup of coffee for at least 90 minutes, maybe even till the afternoon. And the reason being is that if you're having coffee right when you wake up, it actually can increase your tolerance to caffeine. So you need more and more and more.
Well, that's kind of interesting because a lot of times, it just depends on how my day goes. There's so much going on with all the stuff we do that oftentimes I don't usually even get my first meal in me during the week. When you're not home or whatever, I just power through. And oftentimes I'm not getting my first meal till noon or 2 o'clock or whatever. And that's when I'll oftentimes make my coffee is to have after I've had my food. However, on the weekends and that when you're home, you'll usually treat me with my coffee and that as I work away on the computer.
Aren't I nice?
You are. So
that sort of method that you do during the week, actually, according to the sleep doctor, is not a good thing for overall health, weight gain or weight loss and all that sort of stuff. You should be eating a nice big breakfast. Get that in you, an hour and a half later, have your coffee.
Who has time? That's really good. I like this latte. It was an interesting study. I'll say this, that it was interesting. I mean, it was kind of funny because he has these chronotypes that he refers to, and he says like somebody who gets up early, and that was, I think he called him a hummingbird or something like that.
No, it was a lion.
Oh, a lion.
So
that's
you're a lion,
yeah, or a wolf.
A wolf is the late night.
And I thought that was pretty funny because like everything I do is like revolves around wolves. I
so
love
you're
wolves.
more of a wolf, but
I'm a bear for the foundation or whatever is what he was saying. So
okay, yeah.
It's interesting. You know what? Well, I'll put the link in the description for you guys. You can go check it out and try your own little survey, see how you come out on it.
And the book is really interesting if you're more like me and you like to read about the research and the why and the details. And it's got tons of other stuff in there too. When you should like write an exam, when you should like ask for a raise. So it is actually quite interesting.
Really?
Yeah.
Probably don't go in there all jacked up on caffeine. I want a raise. Flip. Probably not a good call.
Okay. I'm not finished with what I wanted to say, but I think we're going to end it there.
No, go ahead, please. Please continue.
So as a bear, the suggested time for having coffee, so if you're waking up around 7 a.m., Dr. Breus is actually saying between 9:30 and 11:30 a.m. And then in the afternoon, I believe it was like 1:30 to 3:30-ish, or 1:30 to 3. And I actually personally find I don't need coffee in the morning. I don't need caffeine in the morning. That after lunch, that's definitely the time where I feel like I could really use a boost.
The interesting thing about this whole story you're talking about is that I'm finding, especially over the past couple of weeks here, I'm finding myself really needing a second cup of coffee later in the day. And I never used to. Used to be just one cup, I'd be good. And I'm finding now over the last couple of weeks, it's like, yeah, second, let's go.
Well, maybe you should read the book. I'll give you an audio book, so you don't even have to read. You can just listen.
I can't listen. I'm editing. I got stuff going on all the time. You know, maybe if you can put the book under my pillow, I'll absorb it by osmosis.
Wishful thinking.
All right. Well, listen, thank you very much. Interesting segment. Thank you for watching us. And if you have any comments, leave them down below. And you know what? We'd love to hear some suggestions from you folks. Love to hear if there's any coffees that you want us to try, any products that you recommend that you want us to review or whatever. We'd love to hear that. And then don't forget, please click like, subscribe, and subscribe.
We're having a hard time pronouncing words today.
It's a rough day.
Oh, well.
Subscribe, and then the little reminder bell, right? So, did I tell you about that little thing, that graphic I created? Did I tell you about the subscribe graphic?
Yeah.
I spent like 3 hours on this tutorial learning how to do this, where the little hand comes up and clicks the like, clicks the subscribe, clicks the reminder bell. I was so pleased with myself. Then I find out it only works on Adobe Premiere and won't work on my Final Cut Pro, and I'm like, no.
Good job, hun.
Read the fine print, folks. That's the parting rule going, and read the fine print. Anyways, listen, you take care, and we'll catch you all next week. Thank you.
Ciao, ciao.